Hey there, folks. Today I'm going to talk about sleep. I am not good at it. I never have been. I have very clear memories of being a tiny child and lying awake at night, not able to get to sleep. Just staring at the ceiling and trying to think sleepy thoughts. But I think I've always had such an over busy brain with so much going on, both consciously and subconsciously, that it interferes with my sleep. It's like trying to sleep in a loud party, you know? But at least back then, I could actually sleep through the night once I actually did get to sleep. I lost that ability somewhere along the way. For a while, in fact, for more than a decade, I could not sleep more than about an hour and a half. And in case you're not familiar with sleep physiology, that's bad. That's very bad. Because when you can only sleep for an hour and a half at a time, you never get to that really deep sleep state that is so necessary in order for you to keep your marbles together. It's only in that deep state that our brain really performs the kind of maintenance it needs to do. And as a result, I was kind of on the edge all the time. I mean, I can see that now. Back then, I was like, I am the king of denial. It's not just a river in Egypt. So I was like, it's fine. I get enough sleep. I get 4 1.5 hour naps a day. That adds up, right? Actually, that's only 6 hours. Anyway, I have at least gotten over that somehow. Honestly, not much has changed physiologically, so I can only assume that something changed psychologically with me. I somehow managed to create that island of peace in my mind necessary to at least be able to sleep for about 4 hours a night. And then I still nap during the day. I know that I should stop the napping during the day so that I can try and get my sleep to something approaching normal. God, I don't do anything normal. Anyway, I could get normal sleep and actually get all the REM sleep that I need. And that would probably improve my mood and help with my depression a fair bit. But it's a very hard habit to break, napping. I know that I've become psychologically dependent on essentially retreating into sleep on a regular basis so that my anxiety gets reset. It doesn't have a chance to accumulate and put me in a anxious position, even though I could not be more safe. You know, it's anxiety based on absolutely nothing except bad brain chemistry, but it's there. Anxiety disorders are no laughing matter. The real big problem with me is that I suffer from sleep apnea, and I can't seem to make peace with the CPAP machine that has been sitting there gathering dust for a literal decade, or more, possibly. Again, the problem is psychological in that I can't trust the thing to keep me breathing. It's a perfect example of phobic insanity because the thing is actually giving me better air than I normally get, certainly than I normally get when I sleep. And yet, I have such a morbid and intense fear of suffocation, probably due to the sleep apnea, that I can't just relax and trust that it will keep me breathing through the night. I've made a few fairly good attempts, but the last one I made, which was obviously quite a long time ago, the hose connecting the mask to the machine got a kink in it while I was sleeping somehow, and it cut off my air supply. And I woke up gasping and having to rip the mask off in order to breathe, and that was pretty much the end of it. I've not been able to trust the damn thing since. I know that if I could make friends with Mr. CPAP, I would sleep a lot better and I'd probably be way saner, to be quite honest. But that's the thing about mental illness. It's crazy. Crazy people do crazy things for crazy reasons. And I avoid the CPAP because I'm afraid of suffocation, even though it's actually trying to do the exact opposite. So that's sleep and I. Like I said, I'm not particularly good at it, and it's presumably cost me a heck of a lot over the years. I know that I'm not getting everything I need from sleep, largely due to the sleep apnea. But it seems to be the best that I can do. Guess that's all for me for today, folks. I'll talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.